Hey everybody, welcome to Steel Wars. I am Steel Saunders and I do love Star Wars. And we are here to enjoy the treat that is the Andor Trailer 2. Never before watched by myself and my guest co-host, Sal Perales.
It's me. I never watched this. I like to watch it on the big screen, but for you and for the sake of content and at the behest of a really good friend, Steele, I'm making the sacrifice.
You
watch it on my phone.
You honor the content.
I do. I respect it.
But that's more on you for doing the live stream on your phone, not on a computer.
My computer is not, my phone's better than my computer, I think.
Really?
I feel like it.
There's no need
sometimes.
There's no need to play favorites, you know.
Fair enough.
But we've got a ton of people in the chat, a bunch of old mates. We've got Chapman, we've got Neen, Tom Chansky, Johnny G.
Favorites, 3 of my favorites, 4 of my favorites.
We've got Rebecca's like classic cynical commentary. I'm just here for the Steel Wars signature delayed start.
Oh.
Good to see. I'm not disappointed. Well, listen, Rebecca. Most people they listen
entered the chat.
They listen to it on a podcast, so it's not even delayed for them. So your comment doesn't even make sense. Do you know what I mean? So I showed you burn.
Right. You've been destroyed by editing prowess.
Speaking of delayed, I'm still waiting for Corey's response whether he wants to join us that I sent to him 8 hours ago. So
that sounds about right.
Oh, this is very interesting. Josh Chapman, fun fact, I bought a suitcase on Marketplace today from a guy who used to work for Steel. Very odd. Who buys a suitcase? I always just get them for free from someone. Like people.
I'm sorry.
I've
never gotten a free suitcase for no reason. That seems weirder.
Really? Oh,
really?
We should just.
Who's just offering you a free suitcase? Hey, man, you just want? I got like 3 suitcases here. You just want a suitcase?
Yes, that's what happens.
I'll take a suitcase.
I know people. Okay. I seem to know an abundance of people that have an abundance of suitcases.
Interesting. See, like maybe this is where you throw up the poll and say like, hey, who's ever gotten a free suitcase? Because I've never gotten a free suitcase from anywhere or anybody.
I reckon 10 plus.
10 plus people or 10 plus %?
10 plus suitcases I've gotten for free.
That's more suitcases than I've ever owned.
I've done a lot of travel, and I like to fill it with stuff. But
that's what they're for.
And then I did have for a little while. Some company sent me some R2D2 suitcases, and they kept breaking, cool. And so I just kept sending them back, cool. And they just kept sending like new ones to me, and they were a great suitcase. I really miss them, but they just kept breaking. So.
Yeah.
Hey, but I feel like we should just get into the trailer before we get into too much casual banter.
I really do want to watch the trailer.
Okay, and you've done me a solid by waiting. So
I'm going in completely blind, and now I'm going to watch it on a little screen.
Well, you do cosplay as Kanan, so that'd be very method of you going in blind. Get it?
Oh, he got jokes. I like it.
It's the first joke I've told in about 2 years. So
I like rebel-centric humor. I don't know if you know that about me.
Yeah, I picked that up. All right, so I'll talk to you about bittersweet for me to watch this. This is. I feel like this is the beginning of the end of Star Wars. So let's enjoy.
YouTube channel's taking a turn. I'm not sure I can be associated anymore.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
I came with you to be part of something. The Empire cannot win. It's a different kind of mission. If if it goes up in flames?
It will burn very brightly.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to. We must stand together. We will be crushed.
Resistance is absurd.
It's a weapon. They're building a weapon. The monster will come for us all.
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right here, and you're ready to fight. There's a future here for those who dare. Welcome to the rebellion.
All right, I might watch it.
Right off the bat, I like it a lot better than the other one.
I didn't like the music. I thought the
I
music
love
was
the music, but it is. I understand this feels like the tone of whatever we're about to get into. There's so much like all those characters, Mon Mothma, Bix, and Brasso. I'm so happy to see again, and very worried for
the
Mon Mothma, so.
Spoiler alert, buddy. But what about Mon Mothma? Just the shivering in the Senate chamber. That was some. If there's are they handing out the shivies this year for the best shiverer?
I don't know, but she's in the running. If they are,
she's in the No, she's not in the running. She's in the shiving.
Okay, like she's top tier.
Blop says Big Yeti Man return is huge. Well, I was sure he was. I was sure he was in like the special look. I'm sure I've seen footage of him in the lead up to this.
Like it's the shot here is longer, but it's almost the same shot. But there's like in the other trailer, it's kind of like a blink, and as you just see them all standing up there, and Moroff is there. That's the Big Yeti. If it's the same dude, which I assume it is.
It's got to be. Should we Should we go through slowly, or it was,
okay.
I'm so. I've got so many mixed emotions about this because it's so. Yeah,
so I am clear. I'm very aware that like this is your favorite, like bar none, Star Wars of recent, if not of all time. Where does this hit? How is this in relation to Return of the Jedi? Where are you on that?
Well, there's a difference. There's favorite, and then there's the best.
Okay.
And Return of the Jedi is my favorite.
Okay.
But Andor season 1, episode 10 is the best.
Interesting. I like my two favorite series. It's like Rebels, this, and everything else. Like this and Rebels are far above most of the other stuff.
I find that so stark that you've got.
I don't. They're about the same thing. And I find it very similar in a lot of ways.
They are about the same thing, but there's a lot more tripping over in one of them.
I feel like I've seen you fall down before on a clip on the Sith list.
Oh, how dare you?
I'm just saying, like it's real life, dog.
The Blop is spot on. I haven't been shy in my hinting, and the more I hear about it, staggeringly lack of confidence. Sorry. For the podcast, I should someone said Blop said Steele has zero trust in the Mando movie. Lol. Yes, I have. Well, it's a series. It's a season of the movie they've made into a movie, and the series or the season before it was like the worst Star Wars experience of my life. So
is this like, are we in a pizza situation here? Is the worst Star Wars experience of your life like horrible, or is the worst Star Wars situation of your life? It's still pizza. Like, where is that scale? You know what I mean?
My tummy still
Like-
hurts though. My tummy
Okay,
hurts.
so that sounds not pizza. I feel like I know what I'm gonna get with the Mando movie.
And what are you going
Like,
to get?
I feel like I'm gonna get more
Star-
of what
Star-
I've got from
Star
the
Wars,
first 3 seasons.
Star Wars references? No, because the first 2
Yeah.
seasons were brilliant.
I don't feel the third one was much different. I feel like they were all
Oh.
very similar in their idea of like they're very like the presentation was similar. The like,
Turbo's got
frozen pizza, dang, not even thawed.
it. Man.
Mhm.
Katherine, yeah, this is Katherine Dean says,
I
wish
agree.
Andor could be dripped over. Wait, I don't know if I agree with this bit. I agree with the sentiment. I'm not sure if her wording I can get behind. I've got to wait. Let's just see how this pans out.
All right.
I wish Andor could be dripped to me over the 12 weeks to fully savor it. All right, yeah, I thought that was gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that was gonna be. There was a chance it was gonna be a lot more salacious midway.
Right.
Like,
Let's just keep going.
if you remember that movie 9.5 Weeks, and it was all about
No.
sexily eating like avocados or something. It was in the 80s. It was very
I've heard of it.
it was-
I don't think
it
I
was-
ever sat down and watched it, but
It was about 2 people that ate fruit sexily for 9.5 weeks. And then I don't know what happened at the end of the 9.5
Interesting.
weeks. If someone could fill us in. But
right. We don't know what happened in the 10th week. That's for sure.
well, the fruit went bad.
That
And
makes
then-
sense.
And then I had to crack open the frozen pizza.
Right. The director knew that.
And then it was just R5D4 came through and ruined the mood.
He was bringing more fruit, but you didn't want none.
Oh no. Oh no. All right.
Okay.
We'll get back on track. Hey, I should point out that we're doing a test. We're going old school. Thank you, Turbo. Kim Basinger apparently was one of the 9.5 weeks. She was 4.25 of the weeks.
Right. She was 50% of the 9.5 weeks.
Yeah, 4.25.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. 4
No,
and
your math
3
is right.
No, it's not. 4 3/4.
Yeah, it is. 1/4.
No,
Oh, no, you're right. 3/4.
no, I'm wrong that I'm right. I'm right that I'm wrong.
You were wrong earlier, but you've corrected yourself and now you're right.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes. If Tom agrees, then you're right.
The only time I'll admit to that I'm wrong is when I'm correcting myself that I'm right. so now I'm more into the fact that I was wrong, and now I'm
Right.
It's a whole deal. It's yeah. Hey Billy. All right. So should we do a pause? Oh yeah. Wait.
Yes, please. Let's go back in.
Wait. I totally got off topic with this whole math thing. See, Rebecca's nothing but like these snarky comments. I have to say, if they weren't directed to me, I'd respect them. But they are directed to me, so I begrudge. Come for the Andor, stay for the bad math. Thank you. If you are on the Patreon, which I think is linked in the YouTube, there is a link, and then you'll be able to call in. So we're going full old school, but you don't even have to be a paid patron. I think you can just become a member. There's this new thing now where you can just be a member, but we're going to test that out. We'll see how it goes.
Dude, the last time I was on a call-in show with you was at your house, I think.
Yeah, right. That was like 2 houses ago.
Yeah.
That was like 30 years ago, I feel like.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, anyway,
right.
Katherine Neen was right. I forgot what she said.
What about
But I'm sure she was correct.
About
yes,
the
I agree with her on that. Yes, that's
what
it is.
about the dripping?
Yeah, I don't like when they give it all. Like I like Katherine, like to savor my episodes.
Well, I've got so many mixed emotions because, like, the reason why we're getting it all at once is just because of corporate tomfoolery and fudging streaming numbers, which is the sort of thing that Andor in principle is rallying against. So it's I begrudge it. I love Gilroy though. Oh my god, did you see that?
Ooh. Yes, who booed us? Why are you viewing me? I'm right.
No. It was like the StreamYard thing picked up on my vibe. Like a thumbs
Let's see.
down came
Can we
out of
do
my
it?
head just then.
That was hardcore.
Wow, if you're watching on YouTube, you can
StreamYard
rewind
doesn't
that.
care about me. Fine.
That was amazing. Like, I'm impressed it did it, but I'm also concerned. Like, it read my...
This is some T800 nonsense.
Because quite often if you do like a peace sign or a thumbs up, you'll get balloons or something. But it read my vibe, and a thumbs down came out of my head like a thought bubble.
I hate you, StreamYard.
What would be the emoji for concern? I don't know. I feel like Sarah Connor might have been right about several things.
Oh, I know she was.
So yeah, if you want to go to the Patreon, you can get a link and then you can call in. And you don't need to do video, or you can do video.
And to continue the Terminator references, do it now.
Well, you don't have to do it now. You can do it later.
No, I thought I had that one.
It was an excellent reference, and I was going to say excellent impersonation, but
And you couldn't even lie to me.
there's enough. There's
That's
enough.
fair. That's fair.
There's enough lies
Look,
on the
you
internet.
knew what I was.
I don't want to
You could've
add.
just given me that.
I don't want to
Just
add.
been like, I got it. You could have just been like, I got it.
I don't want to add to the misinformation on the internet. All right.
That's fair enough, dude. We can both stand for truth.
All right. So let's get this back up.
Let's go.
Hey, thanks for everyone to joining us in the chat. By the way, I
I would
appreciate
give
it.
y'all thumbs up, but nothing will come out.
King Tom is up at midnight, which is, yeah. I does that mean I can invite you on the show next week, Tom? If you're going to just be up at midnight anyway?
I kind of love that for him.
Oh, he might be. It might be 11. I'm not sure about his. I always forget about the people in the middle.
I've had King Tom on so many podcasts, and I have never figured out the time. I've always say, this is what time I want to record. Is that okay with you?
I just say LA time to them all. So
I came with you to be.
all right. So we're
Love the
walking.
costume.
It does look like he's on
Camino.
Thank you.
Part of something.
Man, you read
Hard
minds.
angles.
You read minds as good as StreamYard.
If only.
Man, wonder what
This is the stuff I'm curious about. This has got to be, everybody's saying it's like the Gorman massacre and all that.
Well, tell us about the Gorman massacre. I have seen a thumbnail from Star Wars Explained saying it's important. So
like it was a legend sort of thing that was like this huge.
Save me 12 minutes of YouTube.
Okay, like I believe like the original Legends story was that like there was there was resistance or rebellion on whatever planet Gore, and I guess like the original thing was like Tarkin just landed his ship on the protesters.
Yeah,
and
right.
That was the massacre. But I'm sure whatever the canon version is going to be a lot. It was like mentioned in the Rebels, like when Mon Mothma defects in Rebels, they give her the ride after she escapes or not after she escapes the Senate, but basically she like denounces the Senate, and then she's on the run and going into hiding, and that's when she's like starting the rebellion, like no longer part of the Senate. And there's an episode of Rebels where they're trying to get her, like she's like in transit somewhere and they're in trouble, and like the rebels come and help her, the Phoenix Squadron and all them. And that's where she also makes her like, where she comes out as like a leader of the Alliance and like starts to unite the different rebel cells. So I think that's like a big important, which is like the story of Mon Mothma's connection is like the Gorman massacre is the thing that was like the last straw of her being like, we can't help here. We have to join, like I can't help in the Senate anymore. That doesn't matter what I do in the Senate. It's not stopping them. So we just need to actively resist.
And so Space Jimmy Smits, he just keeps up the ruse for the whole time.
Yes.
until he gets blown up.
Right. He's the one that remains in the whole time. Actually, there's a new. Actually, I pulled some choice pieces here.
Okay.
This one was just released like in the beginning of the month, Reign of the Empire. So this is going to be a trilogy, and it's like a
No plugs of the podcast, please.
dude. It's a book, dog, and I didn't write it. It's like it's Mon Mothma, it's Saw Gerrera, and it's Bail Organa, and the trilogy is going to like move through time through the rebellion.
You should do a podcast called "It's a Book Dog,"
It's a book, dog.
It's a book dog, and I didn't write it. Oh,
70,000 views. I love it. That's me being optimistic. Anyway, it's Mon Mothma, Bail Organa, and Saw Gerrera, and like this first book takes place like in the first year of the rebellion, or of the Empire. So in theory, the trilogy will move ahead in time and catch them all at different times during the rebellion and the building of the alliance and stuff. I assume it'll end right before. Puppy, please. I assume it'll end right before.
oh my god!
When when he hears sirens. Echo, sir. Echo. No, nothing.
Oh, I thought it was actually me doing the dog noise, but then he would not be able to hear it because the head. Does he have headphones on as well?
No, he
Huh.
was. There's a siren went by.
Got you. All right. I
He
feel better.
joins.
I feel
Anyway,
better.
that book is awesome. It's like the first sort of like connection of Saw and Bail and Mon Mothma and all that. The beginning, like how they started, like what they're deciding to do at the beginning of the Empire. I assume the next book will jump forward in time.
Oh wait,
along and-
wait, just go back a bit. So is this book before Andor the series or after Andor the series?
before. This is like right after episode 3. So probably closer to like Bad Batch times. Like
Gotcha.
within the first year or so. And it's like how the Senate is sort of like Mon Mothma and Bail Organa are both senators, and they're trying to like figure out how to like adapt to the Imperial and like how to sort of rein in Palpatine's power under this new system and all that. And Saw Gerrera is starting to be like, well, it doesn't matter. Like nobody's fighting for us.
All right. Well, that's another part of my bittersweetness with all this. Is all these storylines seem a dash too realistic for me. So
That's true.
there's
Then
that.
don't read it.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking. I was like, oh, that'd be nice to take my mind off. Oh no, it
Mhm.
wouldn't. No, maybe not. Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
no, it was hella real.
What's with
Anyway,
this
this
little?
looks awesome.
What's this planet thing at the back?
I don't know, city, town square. I don't know, wherever this protest is being held.
Got you.
But I
So-
think this
so-
is Gore.
So Katherine said that the Gormans were a background threat in season 1.
Mon Mothma mentions them a couple of times, saying like, "Oh, what about the plight of the Gormans?" or something like. There's a couple of times that she's arguing about
okay.
something,
All right,
and so like people like me peeked up and were like, "Who the who?"
got you. All right. Are those stormtroopers the right type of stormtroopers, Sal?
They look good to me. I don't know about the. Why is there a cut on the back plate? I'm not sure. But the other thing, this planet also looks very similar to that sort of like wheat field planet that like Brasso and Bix and all the like people who are hiding from Ferrix. So I wonder, like, does the Empire show up looking for them and they just happen to like crush whatever resistance is happening on this planet? Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you also see
'Cause at the-
Dedra.
because at the
And,
end they got on a ship and went somewhere else, didn't they?
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
refugees somewhere. And it looks like they might be the same planet. So they might be there for all of this.
All right, tell us about these two lights.
They're red, and that's the end.
They have an on and off function. I've noticed. What
true.
do you think that means?
That means there's a really cool stormtrooper going like this.
An on-off trooper.
Yeah, an on-off trooper.
Harry's a big fan of the on-off troopers, I think. So this is Gorma.
I don't know, maybe. Like this place looks like it has a beach and mountains. This looks different. Like I think Gore is the planet with all the wheat fields, but I'm not sure.
It's interesting the what's with all the walls within the walls? Like, what does that mean? for their society, do you think?
I don't know, districts, or here's the art district, and here's the fashion district, and here's the whatever. Here's Getty Center.
The Getty Center.
Whatever. I'm not a city planner. I love that shot.
The Empire.
You like
That
that?
looks just like Empire Strikes Back to me. Except it's not Leia looking out the window.
Who is it? It's Deidre, yeah?
It looks like Dedra, right?
The Empire cannot win.
That's Gore, for sure. And there's Brasso on the ground. There's a bunch of wheat in the background. And somebody already made a meme, and it's like a Cybertruck that pulls up instead of whatever that is.
Oh, boy.
Good times. I don't love this. Brasso is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Brasso's a good dude.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but Axel has been like in love with Brasso and loving all of his stuff. In fact, in the family WhatsApp, he's been like, we have a whole bunch of pictures of Brasso not in Star Wars costume because he just found the actor and started sharing his headshots and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I have all kinds of pictures on my phone of like Axel will just react to one of our, hey, we're going to all have dinner together. And it'll just be like, his response will just be like Brasso and a V-neck.
Like,
And we're like, oh, all right.
He knows his way around a brick. And you got to respect that.
I do. He's the best. Brasso's one of my favorites, like the ultimate homie. He had his back. He had Andor's back no matter what.
So is this Jeddah? Is this like a
I don't know. Like I need to go back to the window and look at it, right? Like it looks like desert out there.
Yeah.
So you would think so. But then when it flips, because then you get the other side, like when he steps out, like that's what we need to compare. There we go.
So that looks very
Like-
similar.
Yeah, it does look similar. But there's been like 3 shots of him looking out windows, so I don't know anymore. Maybe he just likes to look out windows.
Jeddah, man, it offered so much and gave so little. I
Well,
felt like we'd be finding out so many things about Jeddah back in the day.
I mean, I hate to offer you books and comics, but there was a whole battle of Jeddah covered in the High Republic.
Oh yeah, tell us about it.
It was cool. It was like the path of the open hand came and fought. Yeah, he says he had to vote for Jeddah. Came and fought like against the Jedi and the Nameless and all that stuff. Like there was all like, and this is the like 400 years ago. That's when that statue fell during that battle.
Yeah.
So like that statue that you see in Rogue One, there's like a whole section of the High Republic that's like built around that now. Really cool.
It's a different kind of.
The little floaty pods with ET.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is like I feel like this is gonna like vibe check me when watching the Phantom Menace now. Because it used to be like, so look at them in their crazy pods. Oh, the taxation of trade routes. and now it's just like, oh God. Oh,
It's a major vibe check.
oh, sweet space fascism. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is I'd like her to be worse at acting. This is too good for me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm
Let's
glad
lower,
you don't get your wish.
let's lower the quality a little bit.
No, sir. I love her costumes. All of her costumes are amazing.
The costumes are good. The color palette is I like the blues running through it.
It's so cold. Like Coruscant and the Senate specifically. That's Cinta and Vel, right?
That's the cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Okay.
Oh, wait, let's just save her before we go to Luthen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My boy.
Yeah.
Latinos in space.
Dress up in disguise, Luthen. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh, some
Put your hair on, boy.
It will burn.
God, look at him. Drop a monologue, buddy. Come on. Show me. Show me.
Very brightly.
But if I
So Luthen, he just wants something really bad. Like he wants something to go really wrong. Just to like
I mean, That's like you're taking the episode, you're taking season one stuff in context. But yeah, that is what it sounds like. Also, I don't know if you saw that last shot. That Mr. Light turned light on and off trooper was still working.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're back on Gore ? Because this is that same planet. And it looks like this is where they're hiding out. This is for sure the planet that Bix and Brasso and probably what's the kid's name? I can't remember the kid who threw the first explosive in the whole riot that went down. Because they took him, Wilman Pak or Salman. Salman's the dad, I think, and Wilman is the kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I think he's there too.
I tell you the funny thing about this. I don't want to like shock you, but I was once in Star Wars. Right.
Visibly shocked.
And Katherine says it's Wilman. But
Wilman.
One of the main parts of being on set is the lunch.
Thank you, Katherine.
And this just looks like lunch. Like
Yeah,
I wonder, like
that's true.
It's like this is like lunch.
I wasn't on the same sets as you, but I was technically on a Star Wars when I did my Lightsaber Academy episodes.
Oh,
and we also had a decent lunch.
Buddy, I've got it queued up. I've got some Lightsaber Academy. You know, that's where I got your picture from. Did you know that?
Nope. I did not know that. That makes sense though, because there's the costume.
Yeah. The yeah, I once had pulled pork on the Lars family homestead.
Ooh.
And do you know what I did? Got my little
Ate
iPhone out. I did eat it. And put on a bit of Binary Suns on the old iPhone.
Oh, while you ate? Did you just stand up there with your pulled pork staring off into the distant sunsets?
No, I just sat there.
Oh, okay. And imagined yourself standing up, staring at the sunsets.
I stood later.
Yeah. Right on, I'm happy for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Josh says he's watching The Residence and have done some steel spotting. The Residence is on Netflix.
Nice.
And
Josh, I just did an episode with Josh. It was fun.
And apparently I can be seen several times with
Awesome.
with Kylie Minogue.
Oh, that's right. I did hear this story on one of your other episodes.
Yeah.
When I first moved over here to California, I was doing a lot of extra work.
Oh yeah.
Like 20 years ago, though. I think the thing that I'm most visible in is if you are in any of the scenes, the school scenes of Orange County, you'll probably see me.
The OC.
No, there was a movie called Orange County.
Oh,
Colin Hanks and Jack Black or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that on DVD.
Yeah. Well, I'm all over that.
I'm giving up everything. I want to win.
Uh-oh.
We have to.
There's the kid. Wilman, right? Right, Katherine?
We must stand together. We will be crushed.
I hope no one's got their nose out of joint that they mentioned some success that they had.
It was pretty quick, and I don't hate it. And it didn't I heard what people were saying. Like, why does it have to be every 5 seconds? Yeah. Also, I don't care.
I didn't. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And having problems with things is my thing. Mendo's head is it's odd. Is he older? Is he younger? Is he shape-shifting?
All of those things could be true.
It's weird because I so want to. See, Mendo is actually breaking the show for me because I just hate the Empire so much, but yet I love Mendo. Do you know what I mean? He's so
what a conundrum.
He's so endearing.
It's true.
He once grumpily told me not to interfere with his parking in my underground car park. So we've got a complicated relationship.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Resistance.
Look at him.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great shot.
He really made his lips disappear, which is... He normally does have lips.
Mm-hmm. Is that him
But-
or the makeup team?
I think it's his acting.
Propane around. Boop.
Oh.
Okay, love that.
It's a weapon. They're building.
Okay, I don't know who that was.
Well, that's Mendo.
So that, well, the person who said it's a weapon, like they have a source, I guess. You know what I mean? And I love that this is sort of, I wonder if some of this might tie into whatever it is that sets Saw off on that quest that like drives him crazy.
Well, that could be Saw just there, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're building a weapon.
There he is, more off.
Is that two tubes?
I didn't see. I was only looking at more off. I only have eyes for more off.
Just there? 2 tubes? Big
Yeah,
two
that looks
tubes?
like a tube. There's two of them too.
Yeah, well, he's got a brother.
There's Edrio and
Oh, okay. There we go. It was Kayla.
oh, Clea. I love it.
Oh, that's how you say her name?
Luthen's lady. Well, it's Clea, Kleya. I don't know. I don't think they ever say it out loud.
I never knew her name, but I know her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm worried for all these people.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well,
I-
I mean, we know Moroff makes it to the sands of Scarif at the very least.
I'm not that worried about Mora.
You said all these people.
He's not one of the ones I've got an emotional attachment to.
What about Edrio and Benthic?
The Tube brothers, they can
Mhm.
they can fend for themselves.
I'll tell you, one of them makes it out.
The but the Kayla or whatever her name is, I'm fond of her, and I wish her
Mhm.
well. I wish her well.
Mhm.
I don't know about this business. Seems a bit sensual for me.
Mhm.
Monster will come for us.
See, this is this good acting that is turning me off the show.
Again, like, she never misses.
Wow.
Revolution.
So what's up with this? Why is she choking?
I mean, you know, all the times we've seen it before, we know what it is. I don't know what this is.
What do you mean?
I mean, it could be Vader, could be an Inquisitor, could be anybody using the Force, or she could be tugging on her collar for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe
Do you
there's somebody behind her choking her. I don't know.
Do you think she'll turn face by the end of it?
No, I don't think so.
You think she'll be a bad guy all the way through, or a bad
Yeah, she full-hearted believes.
a bad
With her
gal?
whole chest, she believes in what she's doing.
All right.
To be fair, Vader turned around too. I could be wrong, but like, no, I don't see her. She has no mercy. She has no nothing. She's very into her
All right.
quest. And now she's got an associate who's telling her, like, yeah, we should go harder.
All right. So I should just enjoy her panic attack.
Mhm.
Eat it.
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right.
I love that line. Revolution is not for the sane. If there's not anything more perfect than that. That maybe that we all need to hear right now. I don't know. I'm not saying any names.
And then Luthen's looking.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's ready for revolution.
Yeah. He's back to Coruscant. He's in his he's in his full
No, but he's looking bent AF. He's
Mhm.
doesn't seem like of sound mind.
Right
That's
here, and you're ready
Oh.
to fight. There's a future here.
Oh, there's the wedding.
Is that what we think? Yeah, that's definitely a wedding.
That's
All right.
I think it's pretty sure it's a wedding. You know.
Yeah, that looks like a wedding for sure. Hey, I didn't watch this until today, okay?
Listen, if I've ever gotten in a dress and done circles around a couple, it's been for a wedding. Okay.
That's fair. What don't you guys like to touch the maypole or something? No, it's somebody else.
for those who dare.
Also kind of a cool line. Who was that?
Who's what?
There was a guy who was doing something. I don't know what it was, but I don't know who he is. And I'm like, that looks like a very, like it's focused on him. Yeah, just a little bit before that. Or
Oh,
after,
before?
let's see. Maybe. Oh, no, okay, keep going.
He has to pay this one.
I'm telling you, him and Dedra, dude, there ain't no way they're turning their way of
Yeah,
thought around.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that he's gonna turn. I just want him to. I just want him to pay.
Yeah. I feel like he's already gotten I feel like he's gotten 2 seasons of embarrassment already. Maybe the next one. Nope. Ooh. KX droids. There he is. I don't know who that is. Seems like a very singular shot of one dude making a cool motion that I've never seen before, I'm pretty sure.
Tom seems to think he's the guy with the beard.
Tom is right again.
Spot on.
Tom stays at 100.
Ooh.
I love that shot. Partagaz. Back again.
That guy behind him's got a wild head and hair combo.
I mean, maybe everybody's got like they got 2 seasons to grow into their 70s era, right?
That guy, he was born to be on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Wow.
He might have been in A New Hope and he was like, this tapes me back.
Gotta get him back.
Ooh, okay, there's Clea. I don't know who that is.
It sort of reminds me of those like the opening storyline, the first 3 episodes.
Okay, so like Canary. That's a grown buff person.
What's that?
Is that Andor? I can't tell.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, because he's got the red on the shoulders. I don't know. It might not be him, but it might be somebody else in that same costume. Because I think this is a stolen costume.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't think he's got the receipt.
Clea's sad. What do you think Clea's sad about?
Oh, about everything.
She was holding it together in season 1. She didn't seem to be sad about anything.
I don't know. Maybe she saw the sneak peek of the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, that's what it is. That makes sense. Maybe she is stealing.
Oh, that could be
the Mandal.
That could be Andor, actually.
It's got the same costume.
Welcome.
This ship is sick. What do you know about it? What do you know?
I know it's the
this
TIE Avenger. I know it was in like some of the old game stuff, but other than that, not much.
To the rebellion.
I have no personal connection to it, but I also welcome new, cool, interesting TIE fighters.
All right, bang.
That was a banger.
That's pretty good. Like, I would say make it longer, but that's just for my own selfish needs and wants. But
yeah, that's fair. But I'm also like, don't like, because I still to this day, one of the very few things I'm upset with marketing about is I wish they hadn't put the full fleet in the Rise of Skywalker trailer. Because I think that's a thing that if I had gone to the theater and seen, I would have been happy about.
Oh, buddy, don't get me started about the Rise of Skywalker. God,
I understand. I was there. But I'm just saying, like,
oh, you were there.
That could have added a little more in the plus column for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Mandalorian and Grogu of movies, and it already is a movie.
Fair enough.
Work that one out. Chapman says that's the last footage. He's ready to roll.
He's done. He's signing off like a monk.
No more footage.
No more footage from me. I'll see y'all on the 22nd.
Like I'm sending mixed messages that I would like it to be longer, but no more footage. Because, do you know what I mean?
Well, you're like, he sent that message. You're sending the opposite.
But you might see it in you're going to Japan, yeah.
I am.
So how does that time out with like is celebration like the weekend before?
I believe so. That's what everybody seems to think. They're like, oh, well, you just get into this panel and you'll probably end up seeing it.
Yeah, but like the celebration is the weekend before the date.
Because it's what? It's the 18th, the 19th, and 20th, and Andor comes out the 22nd. So yeah.
Got you. All right. Yeah, they're going to have to. Apparently,
you would think, yeah.
I was watching Molly and Alex, and they were saying that the Andor panel has a inordinate large amount of time given to it. So maybe they'll bump one out. I just gotta, is Screen Crush the one? Who is the Screen Crush? Wait there.
The Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, it is that guy.
Here. You can learn to crochet the Lord of the Rings characters with this new box.
Whoa.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Lord of the Rings.
That Screen. Have you ever watched the Screen Crush guy? He like works in a blockbuster.
So. No.
Oh my god.
There's still blockbusters?
No. Well, that's his outfit. Whatever.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
He is on another planet. He was like, he did a review.
On a planet where blockbusters are open.
No, he did the planet. He's on Reference Planet. He did this like breakdown of the last trailer, and he had a Raj convinced that every cartoon character ever conceived was going to be appearing in this season of Andor. Like Ezra's in it, and
yeah, a lot of those videos will come on, and they'll be like 72 things you missed, and I'll be like, no, I didn't.
Hame says, my guest celebration will see Andor much like how Kenobi debuted. I don't think so, because it won't end with me jumping on a hotel bed screaming, I'm in Star Wars, surrounded by people.
Yeah, he meant for everybody else besides you.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. He meant for the common folk, not the Ajax citizens.
It's a selfish point to make. Would like it more directed around me.
Know your audience, Homdam.
So how's this, Ryan?
Okay.
I found this on the internet. So this elaborate video trying to convince kids to hassle their kids to buy their parents to buy light.
Decide to follow the path toward the light, or be
I love the voiceover.
dark side.
Look, it's all about selling lightsabers.
Lightsaber and train with the
Sounds about right.
This episode of Lightsaber Academy.
Sorry, where was the issue?
Well, I've got a few issues. One, there's a Jawa with a lightsaber. Do you know this Jawa?
Where?
It's coming.
Dark side.
You already spotted it out.
Here, you must
Overall, it's not canon.
take up
Fair enough.
your lightsaber.
On what planet, though?
Saber.
I don't know. You tell me, buddy.
Mhm.
There, look.
That's true. Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah, I see.
What do you know about this
Force sensitive
Jawa?
Jawas. I mean, I assume rare, but possible. Remember that episode of Clone Wars where Gunji's making his lightsaber and what's his name? Hu Yang is like, ooh, a Wookiee, rare among your kind. Your people must be very proud. Somewhere all the Jawas are like, Utini, look at him go.
But
On this episode of Lightsaber Academy.
Oh, that was a decent spin.
in all seriousness, this is insane. This might be the happiest thing on the internet.
This is an old episode, dude. We just dropped a new season.
Ah, I thought this was a new one.
Yeah, the new one is like an Ahsoka episode. This is like the first one, I think. But yeah, we've been.
So it's on
But
Star Wars Kids. So everyone knows what.
Yes,
Because people like listening to the podcast. I'm on StarWarsKids.com /lightsaber dash
the Star
academy.
Wars Kids YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, there's a website as well.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, it's a whole website, StarWarsKids.com. And Sal is teaching little kids how to be Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi Master Sal Perales at your service.
And it's the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
Honestly, it's a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's us, and we're teaching little kids how to use lightsabers and doing little combos and stuff. So they want us to come up with like easy little combos and do a little fight and do all this stuff and see I'm doing little tricks. But you'll see like I think the funnest part is like when you're interacting with these kids, like the whole point, or at least like what I feel like when I'm there and when I'm doing the thing, like I'm trying to have as much fun with these kids as possible. So like if you watch it, you'll see there's like times where I'm like really trying to like cut to the core of these kids and like interact with them and make them laugh.
Foot back,
It's fun.
blade up. And you at home could follow along as well.
Oh, thanks.
So,
Yeah, you're
block
welcome.
low,
That was for Harry.
other side, block high, and deflect. Ready stance, 1,
Yeah, as Jedi, we're not allowed to strike, so it's all deflects.
block, deflect. Blade
There
up,
was a meeting about this apparently.
1, 2, 3, deflect. Sweet.
Great job, Padawans.
I like it.
You've mastered this routine.
You've had your chance to lure them into the ways of the Jedi.
Oh my God.
Now they should learn what real power is. The power of the dark side.
The choice is yours, but once you start down the dark path forever, will it dominate your destiny?
Dude, get your own lines, bro.
Perhaps a friendly tournament before you leave, Jedi?
I shall do what I must.
Oh, it's so cool.
Good times.
And a good free
It's good.
lunch, so you say.
I was Star Wars too. I was a Star Wars too. Yeah, the new season is Ahsoka stuff. So we're doing double bladed stuff, and then like I think they just dropped an episode that's the dark saber. So we're teaching dark saber techniques.
Okay.
And there's even one more coming, I believe, because I feel, but like we shot the new season that they just dropped like 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure we shot before Ahsoka came out, or right around when Ahsoka. Like it's been a while. It's been like a year or so at least.
There is some comments in the chat that I'm not going to put up on the screen out of respect for you, Sal.
That's unfortunate.
But this is interesting. There was a 90s fanzine called Jawa Force where Jawas find a lightsaber in the desert. Interesting.
I love that they can bring that back into canon, and they find 2 lightsabers now.
What do you
This
mean?
is a reference where Rey buries Luke's and Leia's.
Ah.
I know you've wiped it.
No, I remember. All right. Well, that's pretty fun. I think we should. I think we should leave it at that. There's other things, but we can talk about. I'm doing this every Monday, so
Okay.
I had a few other little topics, but I feel like we had a good chat about Andor,
Mhm.
and
What if I gave everybody Andor homework real quick? What do you think about that?
mixed emotions, but go for it.
Mhm. I pulled samples.
Okay.
I mean, Reign of the Empire, I already covered. Oosh. And then we'll see what happens with this K2 Cassian and K2 comic.
But that's all like if someone wants to try the call-in thing now, we can do that as well if they've got like some Andor thoughts. But but I had some other things that I can talk about next week about the Grogu budget and all that sort of stuff, but I feel like I feel like that was a good even chunk of Star Wars chatter, and it
Right.
stayed relatively upbeat. So
between two people who love Star Wars lunches.
Oh, I have to say, my love of a free lunch, it's excessive. Like I just love it so much.
It's hard to beat.
Like the freeness and
Yeah.
the eating.
Like, even though technically you're working, but like the idea of like, oh, I can just get whatever I want. Like, there's something about that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I agree.
One of the best I ever had was on Skeleton Crew. That was we had steak. Actually, I tell you the best, my best on-set food experience ever
Mhm.
was I can't even remember what the show was, but it was Colin Farrell. He was starring. It was the only TV show he's ever been in.
The Penguin.
Oh no, he was in so yeah. So it must have been so then at the time it was the only one. And I think it was like Apple TV. And we were filming up just down one of the side streets up near Scum and Villainy, right?
Right.
And they'd hired me and my car. And they just wanted the car on the because all the cars on in a TV show, they're not just there. They've got to get put there. And
car pay is fun because then you barely have to do anything.
Yeah, Katherine says it's salt, which that does ring a bell. Or maybe she's just asking if I had salt with lunch. I have no idea. But
I thought we were doing a crate thing.
He just had to drive this like Corvette up to this nightclub and hop out, and he was having a great old time doing little burnouts on the street and stuff. And they had pork ribs, right, at the catering, and that like it was a night shoot, and they're just like, oh, you can just like sit in the car. And so I'm my computer out, I was doing work. So I went over to catering, got an excessive amount of pork ribs.
Let me get 17.
Couple Dr. Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a little little bonanza in the front seat of the car. As Farrell did burnouts up and down, and it was just like, what a way to earn a minimal amount of money. It was fantastic. But
it's the magic of this town.
It was, it was show business at its finest. Actually, we've got Katherine's here now. How you doing, Katherine? What was how was your Andor season 2 trailer 2 watching experience like?
The expert.
Are you there, Katherine?
Almost.
Katherine,
you're in the room with us right now.
Look at all the art in the background of Katherine's room, though.
She does have a cool little space, and I like that it's nighttime where I am, but where she is, it isn't. That is awesome to me.
Aren't planets amazing?
I love it. It's science.
She's got a few of the Hugh Fleming Star Walking movie posters. Hey, Katherine, can you hear us yet or no go?
Still nothing. We can hear you, I think.
Yeah, like we can hear your like desktop flutter.
Uh-oh. Cut. It was daylight. I was talking to Josh Chapman, and he was excited because they're going to Celebration Japan also. And he's like, it's not crazy for us because we're in the same time zone. So that to me was like, interesting. Like,
it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So you're going for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Hey, there is one thing they're definitely not going to be live streaming those panels. I can tell you that much.
They haven't done that in like 2 years. I don't know if they're going to do it again.
They're not, because I read the website and it talks about how they're going to have like interviews and stuff, and it's just like,
Yeah,
they really avoid talking about that they're showing the panels. And if you're showing the panels, you're mentioning that you're showing the panels. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So they're not like, I've just come to terms with it.
For the last 2 celebrations, they didn't show the panels, and I'm not sure why. Like, they stopped that.
Yeah,
Even when they did show the panels, they would, like, even if they had whatever secret stuff, they would show the panels and then they would cut out at the secret stuff.
Yeah,
At the end of the panel or whatever.
Do you know the thing is, because like, you know, in life you do have to think that everything like happens because of you. It's everyone that I go to, they'll show the panel. But when I'm not there, they don't show the panel.
Right. Well, I mean, I think what you need to do for everybody then is go. So they can show the panel.
I would like to.
You know, have everybody send you, hey, send me $5 if you want to see the panel.
But
you know,
I am definitely going to what time is the panel? Like, it's like 6 o'clock or something. I think like,
oh, I don't know how that, we talked about math earlier.
Yeah, I think I looked it up and it was like 6 in the afternoon or 6 at night, whatever.
Okay.
But so I'm definitely going to live stream the Grogu one, and
got it,
and just follow Twitter,
whatever, live tweets or whatever, or skeets,
and just what people can send to me.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
We're gonna really
or you can just follow Corey.
Couple it to. Well, Corey's not going, but
there you go.
What a shame though. God, he's entertaining. Did you watch last week where he talked about how?
Yeah, I did. He was like, I don't know, it's weird. Oh, Corey.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah.
Oh man, so good.
Right. Yeah. Pro tip: give Corey more than 8 hours notice. I feel like you know this already.
No, I can give him 2 months notice. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, that's true. But like there's like a magic sweet spot in the middle. You got to hit him with like 12 or 14 hours, because it's like, yeah, okay.
It's just like Haley's Comet. It's just,
yeah, it's a roll of the dice. It is.
But it's
That's
like,
true.
at least with Haley's Comet, you know when it's coming back. With Corey, it's just like, it's so random.
Oh, I got it.
Katherine, are you there?
I am.
Oh,
my
no.
apologies. I changed a whole lot of settings a couple of weeks ago to record and do backups, and yeah, it didn't work. So yes, hello from sunny Melbourne.
Yes, it is sunny over there. I was commenting on that and I love it, and it's amazing, and science is cool.
How did you fare with season 2, part 2 trailer watch?
Well, I was up at 2 a.m. for reasons, and I was trying to distract myself, and so I turned on YouTube, and there was the trailer, and I'm like, oh my god, we hadn't. So yeah, hit play immediately. I should have put it on the big screen, but I was just not. I need it in my system now. Yeah, that trailer was good. That trailer was great. That was the right feel. Enough of a tease without giving away anything.
Do you think someone's going to do the you know how people do like the parody edits and stuff? Do you think someone's going to do Andor trailer 2 music no one liked in the first trailer edit? Like,
God, I hope not.
I liked it. I thought it was quite I didn't mind it. Jackie didn't like it, but I don't know. I also was like kind of, I don't know, hip and cool, and not very Star Warsy. I got to tell you that much.
I mean, it was cool. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a choice. I think I'm just so used to the Andor tense vibes And definitely not
the horns. I love those horns.
yeah, klaxons all the time, all day, every day.
Light switch.
Awesome. I want that job. And it's funny because for Skeleton Crew, I liked the song. Even though I didn't know the song, I liked the song because I liked that they put it into Huttese and it set the vibe because it was that 80s vibe. For the Andor, I didn't think it worked. That trailer wasn't for me. I mean, you don't need to tell me that all the critics like it. Like, where's my quote? Bestest thing ever.
I think they're actually maybe they did it.
Made.
Maybe they did it just to like quell your enthusiasm. They were so worried about your countdown and it must be nerve-wracking every day they're working on this show and you've got this countdown like one more closer and like Gilroy's like at the editing desk is going, oh okay, just chill out.
They're at ILM. 25 days, people.
She's tweeted like, because it must be like, do you know what I mean? If I'm working and someone's like going, you've got 1 hour left, it's like, okay, like, so maybe that's why they put that music in, Katherine, was just to like maybe put you off the scent a little bit.
Yeah. Chapman can tell you he had to put some pieces back together that day because in the morning, I woke up and that trailer was released, as was the news about the 3 episodes a week. And I was in tears all day. Like, seriously, people at work came up to me going, are you okay? Because I sat in my office weeping at one point. And that night, Chapman over the chat had to put me back together.
People were like, are you okay? What is going on? And you were like, my cousin Salmon pack.
Yeah. My favorite show ever is going to come out 3 episodes at once. It's ruined it. Like, yeah.
It is very frustrating. It's just like, it's such a, just
yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't like, even from a business sense, I'm like, why? So the only thing that gives me a tiny bit of solace is
there's no solace
for me if the next animated thing is coming in 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
For me, I'm like, oh, okay, they're making room for Star Wars Rebels or whatever the next thing is. It's not Star Wars Rebels.
You know
what I mean?
I hear there is a lot of animation coming though.
It's got to be something.
I hear it's many things.
Ooh, that makes me happy.
Multi things.
I love my Star Wars stories. You all know this.
They're going to show 4 different animated shows a night over a month. It's a new thing.
I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be like, they're all coming out at the same time.
Yeah. They did not consult with me about the release date either because I'm going to be at Tokyo Disneyland. I am literally going to be on the Beauty and the Beast ride. No, actually, sorry, the Frozen ride when Andor is released, because I had to book that in advance. That's where I am.
Yeah.
What? You got to book the time for a ride?
Okay. Tokyo Disneyland is another level of complicated. There is a vacation package, which I've got, as well as ordinary days.
To rub it in, they're making Katherine do 3 rides at once.
Like, in November, I had to book the vacation package, book which rides, when I was going to do them, when and where I was going to have lunch and dinner and breakfast. I am not joking.
Wow.
I'm not scared.
Another
of
level of complicated.
But I don't love that. Like, I've been married for quite a few years, but I'm like, do I have to pick my lunch place right now?
Yeah.
Like,
do you have to pick what?
Sometimes I just go where the wind takes me.
Do you have to pick in advance what flavored popcorn you're going to have?
No, fortunately, because they've got a lot there.
They're big on the flavored popcorn, and they wear it around their necks like a trough. It's very odd.
Oh, here, right?
No, in Japan.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they have the bucket around their like a lanyard. And they just and each land is like there's curry flavored popcorn. Which I don't know. Even curry flavored curry can be questionable. But
I love curry. But I'm curious. I don't love popcorn in general. Anyway, Catherine, you didn't like the music for the like first trailer. I don't know how much you're gonna like the first 3 episodes when you're watching it on the Beauty and the Beast ride, going like, "Be our guest, be our guest, let Andor be put to the test," or whatever happens.
It's going to be a lot for little old me, because also at that time, starting starting March or starting April, the Star Tours over there is adding in Cassian, like adding in those new scenes, which I haven't seen. So strapping Tokyo Disneyland for me to just go round and round and round on Star Tours, getting Cassian. Yep. And crying.
I went twice and I got Cassian and I got Ahsoka. I didn't get Grogu and Mando. They're the third one.
Oh, you've been recently, Sal.
Yeah. I went like when I was after they released it. It hasn't been recently, but it's been 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because they brought that over here, I think, last season of The Force. And there's a new season of The Force happening in 2 weeks or whatever.
See, Turbo confirms.
He said it's delicious, Steel. What you going to do about that? Delicious.
I'm just going to ignore it.
All right.
Popcorn flavored popcorn, pretty good.
It is sold in most places, and most people agree.
But it will be tough on you to have to try fit in your favorite TV show while being at Disneyland, and we all feel for you, Catherine.
Say, Tony Gilroy, come on, mate. Just drop me a phone call. We know you like podcasters. We know you like podcasters and feel for the podcasters for this release schedule. Just call me up, dude. I'll be weeping and crying when I meet you, but just call me. You know, we talk this through, mate.
Hey, so at school or at your work, did you have to explain why you were upset?
Yeah.
Did anyone have the gall, the temerity to say, why don't you just watch 1 episode a week yourself? Did anyone suggest that?
They just kind of went, and just backed away and left me alone.
Like Homer into the bush.
Yeah. Yeah. I have been known that when some good news have come up when I'm in class, and I'm looking at my phone just to check the time, and the notification has come up.
So school classrooms, they don't have clocks on the wall anymore?
No.
Interesting.
And good news have come up, and I'm like being so full of excitement. I'm like, but I'm in a class, and I'm like, excuse me for a second, kids, run into my office and then just jump up and down to just because I'm excited.
Do you reckon they like look forward to Star Wars things because they're like, oh, we can get away with some stuff?
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna get a movie today.
Yeah, it's like. Is this like, did you do your homework? Did you do your homework?
Celebration tickets are going on sale at 9. We're gonna get a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it last year or year before? Some of my year 12s did ask me who my favorite Star Wars character was, and I said Cassian Andor, and they did get me a figure.
Oh.
So yeah.
Nice. Will it help at all if you get in that Andor panel and they show you those 3 episodes. And then that way, when you're at Disneyland, you can just be like, I already saw these. You know, will that at least relieve a little bit of the
it'll settle it somewhat, but on the Sunday, Diego's doing photos and autographs, and me, first time ever, I've signed up to do that. So
Okay.
I'm going to be a mess.
Have you
Going to be a mess.
Have you hooked Chapman up with some bail money, or what's up?
Yeah, he'll he has me on, you know, on his phone for tracking, and yeah, he'll be my phone call.
You need one of those injections that they have in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. No, Chapman's on the side going like, make 10 Catherines feel like 100.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I know.
All right. Is someone gonna like escort you to this autograph signing thing?
Right. You got a handler, right?
Yeah, there's a few volunteers. Because Sunday is Diego Day, so yeah, there's a few volunteers to see the utter meltdown that is going to occur.
Because
that's good, because we're all curious.
Yeah, I feel like there definitely should be some
you do owe the listeners a few posts.
Yeah, hashtag content of this one.
Somebody's got to be captioning it on vertical video.
Yeah,
there we go.
Well, yeah, good luck. You're gonna need it.
Thank you. Yes, thanks.
It's gonna be the last time I talk to you.
She's going to be at the front of the line, and she's going to turn around and she's going to be like, you're here, you're right here now, and you're ready to fight, or whatever.
There's a good possibility of just explosion from, okay, this is it. But no, I can't explode because then I haven't seen all of Andor yet.
That's fair. I did hear that Incubus song, though.
What?
It's an Incubus song about exploding.
All right. Save that for Boy Harvest, I think. Seems more up Hawes's alley.
He would agree with me. He would support me.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to find out how this turns out.
I tried to explain to my dad why this was so important, and Dad was just nodding. He was like, okay. So yes, he doesn't get it.
Sometimes that's all a dad can do. That's what I've found.
He hasn't seen Havana Nights?
No. I know. Everyone else should.
There you go. That's what I need.
Turbo's saying Josh and I will live podcast from the Diego Katherine meetup.
Good. Good.
I like how Turbo's saying like it's like a scheduled, it's like on the celebration app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect that on the celebration live stream or whatever.
All right. Well, be strong. Do or do not. There is no try. So you're getting the photo and the autograph.
Yes.
What are you getting autographed?
Decisions to be made, but so far it's the photo. I'm thinking maybe of taking like the Rogue One comic adaptation, or I'd love to be able to take my like London print of his badge art, but I can't get it out of the frame. So I might take the smaller version of the art. Because I've got that big one. I've got that big one. I've got like the A2 size one and the actual badge. We don't know what the badges are yet. Like we've seen the badge art, but we don't know what they'll denote yet. So I don't know what the Cassian badge was for. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have to hunt down one of those.
Have you considered a figure? Is that in or is that too much to carry or?
Oh God, Steel, I'm an overpacker. So yes, it could be an option. I do have some still in boxes. I've got many loose. Or I've got some pops in boxes, but yeah, like I should do a poll. What should I get autographed?
No pop. Don't get a pop sign. That's that is not worthy of the.
I mean, yeah,
of the event.
Your framed sort of art, like a thing like that. I feel like that's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Like toys are one thing, but what is something you can have out there on the wall? It's a pretty good start.
I don't know if I can get them out either, but I've got some stuff by Chris Hall from Scruffy Looking Podcasters.
Oh, yeah.
He's done some Cassian stuff for me. That might be really cool.
Excellent. All right. Well,
thank you very much for letting me gush.
That's all right. It's
No, I'm so curious. I can't wait to see the live stream.
I definitely want to see the video of this.
Yeah. This is high on my like celebration watch list.
Yeah.
Robbo's got a very bad suggestion. Make Diego sign a buff 90s Luke. That's it's something. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Actually, Rebecca spotted a license plate the other day that she had to put up on socials because she was surprised it wasn't me. It was Andor. So I have to hunt that car down and lightly steal it. And perhaps he'll sign that.
That's something. The yeah, I wonder if he's ready for what is about to the tsunami of excitement that's about to hit him. I feel like it's like the explosion at the end of Rogue One is going to be Katherine walking into the little autograph area.
Yeah, he's been in this fight since he was 6, but I don't think he's been in this situation.
All right, sweet. Hey, Katherine, you've been doing a like a rewatch for the podcast. Yeah, tell us. Get as much as I revile pogs on a podcast, I'll make an exception for you.
Yes, so I have an infrequent podcast called That Geek Pod. I have done a rewatch podcast, so where I covered each of the arcs. Announcement, which is a standalone ep. I sort of consider that a standalone ep. I've had some fantastic guests on, including Molly Damon, Sal, who helped me out on the very first arc, which we're still debating the name of, and Blue Harvest and Turbo on Aldani arc, King Tom on Narkina. So definitely I put my heart and soul into it. Narkina arc, I took 11 pages of notes. So
that's a solid lineup too, by the way. Like all of those are awesome people.
Wow. It sounds longer than the Grogu and Mando script, but anyway.
So yes, I really enjoyed that. I thoroughly recommend everyone going back and watching Andor. I watched it on my Blu-rays this time. I'll watch it again on Disney Plus to get those views in. But yeah, it's such a solid show. It's such a solid rewatch as well to see stuff being seeded through.
And again, on that recommendation, do you recommend they watch 3 episodes a week or?
No, 3 episodes a night.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's I broke into arcs because I can't help myself with sort of wanting to talk about the whole thing. Also, I felt, well, knowing myself and my own podcast output schedule, I could achieve this. Like, I thought one a week, no, I might not get done, but this is good. And sort of talking about those arcs felt good. In a rewatch, I don't mind watching an arc, but when it's new, I want to watch it just one at a time so I can watch it like 3 times in a week.
Well, it's just like that whole, like, never more than 12. Like, we had a week to savor it. And like, oh
God, that was such a high that night. That never more than 12. I just jumped up from my couch and just, and then just started running around the house screaming because I was just so excited. So again, it was releasing at 7 p.m. our time, so I wasn't waking up the neighborhood.
Right.
But it was such a great week of social media, of everyone just being so pumped, because that was such an amazing place to cliffhanger a song. But yeah, we won't get that, which is a bit disappointing. Well, more than a bit. But yeah, anyway, I hope they get lots of Emmy nominations, because this timing should allow for that.
Emmy Schmemmy. I want to watch 12 weeks or
Yes.
10 weeks. You can bang 3 on the first week and then
Yeah. I totally get especially season 1, that 3 episodes coming out first that first week, and then the rest one at a time. And that sort of release schedule for a lot of shows I don't mind so much, because a lot of shows you want at least a two episodes to sort of understand what it's about. But yeah, 3 a week. It's too much.
It's too much. All right, that's That Geek Pod. Katherine, good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, you got balloons. There you go.
You did it.
All right, I'll and we'll have to talk to you afterwards if you survive to see how you fared.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm as happy as I'm concerned for you. Such a mix of emotion. All right, bud. Enjoy the trip.
Thank you. See
Bye.
ya.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah. Sal, it's been an absolute pleasure. Would you like to do some sweet plugs?
Oh, I'm allowed to do plugs. Check us out at theroguerebels.com and the Rogue Rebels podcast. We're starting a Rebels rewatch, because we started the podcast after Rebels, long after Rebels, which is really fun for us because that's kind of our zone. Like, our love for Rebels is like Katherine's love for Andor. So, come join us. Check us out. We're on all socials that matter at the Rogue Rebels.
Sweet. I should plug that there's a new Star Wars Year by podcast with me and Horse. Look at us.
What a good year.
Freeze framed, 1991. Normally it's a Patreon exclusive. The Patreon's just $3 a month. And I think we're on to episode 42. But the last episode is all access. So if you want to listen to that on the podcast or on YouTube, it's up for free for everyone to listen to. But you can go back, and the deal is we go through the Star Wars year by year book, and we do a podcast on each year or each half year, and we talk about all the weird little news items. We just had in 1991, we had what was it? Dark Empire comic book. And then
a big one.
We always go on tangents about all our little memories of going into comic book shops and all that sort of weird stuff. On the latest episode, scintillating story of the first date I ever went on when
Yeah,
I went.
I support any Star Wars podcast that has a lot of Terminator 2 content.
Well, we went. Yeah, first date went to see Terminator 2, and it was. If only all dates went that well. What a movie. Didn't never saw the girl again, but that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. But thanks, Sal. Enjoy the trip. I'm very jealous. Go check out Sal on the Star Wars Kids YouTube. I'm gonna show Harry that tomorrow. He'll be very he's
Yeah.
very
You got a Darksaber if he's all Mando centric now.
We've got a Darksaber here actually.
Yeah, the new episode is the Darksaber episode.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to him hitting me with that. That'll be great.
Awesome. I can't wait to see the combos he's going to unleash on you now.
And we'll be back every Monday. We're doing this, and I've done 2 weeks in a row. So I feel very, very accomplished. But for this episode, I feel like it's gone
long enough.
So may that force be with you. Like and do all that sort of stuff. And if you're on iTunes, do that stuff as well. Algorithm. Yeah. And may that force be with you. I forgot to show that Andor poster, but here it is at the end. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's sweet. Yeah, I think Catherine's going to explode. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like her chances.